delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running back.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Mahomes pass complete to number 80. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To a hit, and the ball is out. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On second down, Tua. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Traquan Smith.
This is Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
In punt formation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jones on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string to get...
And now nothing but green ahead of him.
He's going to make everything happen.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Patriots offensive unit, they'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the... To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
That's what it
Down
is,
the
baby.
numbers.
That's what it
There
is.
he goes. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On second down, it's Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little
pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. He's got the hat trick.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something. To
a hit, and the ball is out.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now Carson fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Pittsburgh.
Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
That's good.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Stiff-armed him.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Taken in at the 11. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
Come on now. Come on.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Jones. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah.